Now, if they were honest, I'd love to engage in an argument with them. But they're taking what I said out of context, changing the context, lying to their audience, and then when I politely say to them, I'd love to explain, they refuse to engage. Look, I'll say it. I'm not gonna mock Anna the way she does of me and my appearance and things like that. I'll just say I believe the Young Turks are legitimately evil people.
Oh, I don't know.
Bro, hands down.
They used to be, okay,
No, dude.
when I think of Young Turks, I think 2006, 2007, thank God for the Young Turks, because they spoke out against the war in Iraq and Afghanistan, and they were clear and concise, and we needed that. But I think at some point that company may have been turned inward, or like their rage was like kind of twisted around and refocused.
She could tweet back at me, I didn't realize you were referring to a news story from ABC where they legitimately brought up the defense in court that police were welcoming them in the building. She ignores it. And it's not the first time Anna Kasparian does this. Every single instance in which she referenced me and I offer up a polite response, she ignores it. So either she's purposefully ignoring a legitimate rebuttal to her wrong statements, which would make her evil, or she doesn't realize I'm saying these things. But regardless, every step of the way, when the Young Turks have the opportunity to assess the evidence, respond, because I've DM'd Cenk Uygur on numerous occasions. I've known the guy for a long time. The last time I saw him, he screamed at me, and I saw him at VidCon. He walked up to me. This is years ago. He shakes, man, how's it going, man? How things have been? I've been on his show several times. Something happened in this country where people like you say, yeah, maybe in 2006, Cenk Uygur was a good dude. Maybe. I saw him at VidCon in maybe 2016, I think it was. I can't remember. And he walks up to me and he shakes my hand. He's like, how you been, man? How are things going? What's going on with YouTube? How are things working for you? And then I see him at Politicon a couple years later, and he screams in my face for no reason.
He might have been having a bad day.
He was in the hallway talking to people. And I was like, hey, Cenk, how's it going, man? I want to talk to you about a video you did. And they start screaming at me, saying all these crazy things.
He was probably hungry.
Yeah.
Well, but look, I don't want to
Fasting.
get, my point is, when you get to the point where I got no beef, I have no issue with them, I recognize our disagreement, and they refuse to assess the evidence and then continue to mislead their audience.
I think it is so important when you're going to create a news.
You can't tell me it's not
you got a
evil.
news organization and you got like an entertainment magazine, and you're going to be one or you're going to be there, kind of be in the middle. It's a very dangerous location. So like,
see, this is a characteristic of the left that I think has happened over the last few years, and it's that they can't really even look at your argument. They can't bring themselves to even consider it. So they just try to ignore it. They pretend it's something else. They don't want to look at what you're actually saying because that would be hard. I think it would be hard for them. And so they tend to just ignore anything.
Cognitive dissonance.
Yeah, it's like we can't have that cognitive dissonance, so we're just not going to see what you're talking about. We're not going to look at it.
Or even do a Google search.